All right. So we got VR territory on the left. We have
VR World on the right.
VR World on the right. So we are getting feeds from both of these guys. Now, Joe, tell us a little bit about this game so that those that may not know it as well can kind of have an understanding.
Okay, so Archangel Hellfire is a really interesting game. It actually started out as a single-player game that was on rails, and the players kind of were bummed out. The graphics were nice, but they wanted to explore. They wanted to fly around. They wanted to have more control inside the battle mechs themselves. So the developers, it's a team called Skydance, they were really responsive, and they built out this Archangel Hellfire, which is a response to that feedback. PvP multiplayer. So what you have here on the left is the inside the battle mech kind of perspective. The player, they're able to move their head left and right without disorienting themselves. So the mech is actually turned using one of the controllers. The player can you can see that they're hovering around a little bit and that they have a few different abilities. There's 3 classes of battle mechs, right? What do we have?
Right. You got your light battle mech, your medium battle mech, and your heavy battle mech.
Correct.
Each one, they come with your standard pew-pewers is the technical term.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the machine guns. And then they also have a special weapon for each hand.
Correct. Each class has their own specialty weapons for each hand. What's really interesting is looking at kind of the strategy between choosing different classes of battle mechs. So like the light class, for example, they're really speedy. They have low armor. They can do some good damage, but they have to be really precise with their movement and mobility in order to position themselves so they don't just get destroyed, right?
Absolutely. They are more the stealthy kind of flanking, getting around behind, because headshots and shots in the back, although maybe not the most honorable to shoot someone in the back, it does do a lot more damage to the opposing mechs.
Oh, that's great to know. In the light class battle mech actually has a stealth mode, correct?
Cloak of invisibility.
Yeah.
A la Harry Potter.
No, we love it. Yeah. So
WB. Fund us.
So what you're looking at, if you look at the interface here, is you see a few things happening. At the top of, like, if you can kind of see the bottom of it, that there's 4 sliders above the pilot's head. These 4 sliders, I think, are one thing that gives this game some serious strategic kind of opportunities. Yeah.
Not only do you get to pick your mech, but then you can customize your mech. You get to customize the attack power, the defensive abilities, the energy, how fast you go through it, and how fast it recharges, and you get to pick your speed. So you can balance out your mech however you want. So in game, you'll see some of the more advanced players. If they're under heavy fire and their teammate dies, you'll see them probably kick up their mobility to try to get out of there, kick up their defense, and then once they're away, kick up their lower their mobility, kick up their energy recharge so that they can get to those special powers that they have.
Yeah, so this is a serious test in multitasking, which I don't know how well I would do actually.
I failed miserably.
In a competitive sense. I think I would just be like a leisure pilot, like I'm just going to cruise around these valleys and park and do a little picnic at the top of this mountain here.
Now, as you see with VR Orlando, VR Territory, you see kind of a purpling come up on the screen. If you push down, you also have shields. So not only are you attack, you have defense as well. So you got your life, and then you can defend. As you can see, he's in a battle right now, and
looks like VR Territory has VR World kind of pinned against these cliffs right here, and that makes it really difficult for mobility when you can't move backwards.
It's like you're between a rock and a hard place, Joe.
Oh man, guys, we're gonna be here all.
We're dads. We're dads. We have dad jokes.
Dad jokes for days.
You're welcome. You are welcome, chat.
Dad jokes for days. Yeah, so the shield you just saw right there on the VR World screen on the right that he had his double shields were up and that they got blasted through and that they were dissolved. There's a flash flood warning in North Carolina. We just received a notification. If there's any viewers, oh my goodness, one of our partners, VR Junkies North Carolina, has to reschedule due to inclement weather.
Which is totally understandable.
Yeah, you guys be safe. Don't sweat it. Like, we were with you. Yeah, get to safety. Oh man, that's the worst. And sometimes in Utah we have these crazy rainstorms too. Definitely nothing like what's happening down with hurricane weather down south. Oh man, their location is literally closed. Yeah, so the public, they're going to safety right now. It's not just like their one location; it's the area. Okay, VR Junkies, North Carolina.
So,
all right,
prayers
guys.
and thoughts are with you guys, North Carolina. Stay safe, and we'll get you. We'll catch you another day.
Yeah, fight another day when it's a little bit drier and less.
So it's more of a. It seems like it's more of a preventative measure because there's lots of rain coming in, and they want to make sure people are indoors with the road, so that the roads are going to be. They can navigate the roads before it gets too bad.
Okay.
It's kind of a preemptive measure. So
Smart.
thank you to our producers for letting us know. Again, thoughts and prayers go out to everyone being affected by the terrible,
Crazy weather.
crazy stuff going on in the southeast part of our country. However, we are living in virtual reality world right now with this match. It looks like it's tied up 8-8. You can see the score there on the New York screen. That is your rate screen. Up top, you got your score. It is a race to 10. Now, we do play best 2 out of 3.
Great.
Race to 10 or 20 minutes, whichever comes first.
This match is going pretty quick. Both teams are playing really aggressive.
Lee. Adverb.
Very aggressive. We're just see them chasing each other. There's not much. I'm trying to understand better more like the strategy that they're going into it, but it really is like head-to-head duke it out and see who's going to blast them into oblivion first.
All right, so you can see right now that Orlando territory, he has his automatic weapon on his right shield, and he's got his power weapon on his left hand, moving around, flying around, trying to get the right angles, and it looks like he is rocking the medium
I think it's
mech?
medium because I'm seeing that railgun, which is really an impressive weapon. Ooh, VR World with a kill.
He goes
Tied at 9.
down, gets shot. Yep, tied up at 9.
Behemoth, he's picking the heavy. Okay, now the heavy battle mech. These guys are really interesting. So of course they're sacrificing speed and mobility for
But
brute
it.
strength. That is game.
looked like there was a kill off screen there. Nice job. That was
VR Orlando. Let's double check. We're just making sure we got the right score.
it was 10
New
to
York.
9.
It was VR World that won 10-9. Just had it confirmed. It was backwards on the screen that we had. Okay. Congratulations, VR World. Intense first match for the night.
All right, so that's round 1.
Now
Or
we got
that's
map
match
2.
1.
Match 1, correct.
And we do best 2 out of 3 matches.